Well, thank you for watching our podcast again this week. As I think most people know, the circumstance here in Washington is very uncertain right now. I spoke earlier this week on the Senate floor and tried to give a perspective on where we are and how we got here. The points I made very briefly are that we have three big economic challenges facing us. One, of course, is how to strengthen the economy and create jobs and get us totally out of the recession that we went into a few years ago. The second, of course, is to deal with our long-term debt and deficit. And the third is to raise the debt ceiling. There's a statute that Congress has passed now for many, many decades that tries to set a ceiling on the amount of money that can be borrowed by the federal government, and that ceiling needs to be raised by Tuesday, the 2nd of August, if we're not going to have to default on some of the obligations that this and previous Congresses have already made. So my plea to others in the Senate was we should separate these issues out, understand that we do have to raise the debt ceiling. We have done so now 89 times in the last 60 years. We ought to go ahead and do that. The House Republicans are insisting we also have very significant cuts in spending, and I agree that we can do that. I wish we also had increased revenues to balance some of those cuts, but that's not part of what has been agreed to, and therefore it looks as though the only thing the House Republicans will accept is just spending cuts. So I think we should adopt the ones we can agree to adopt at this point, and we should then put in place a mechanism to get even deeper cuts in the future, and hopefully revenue at that time as well, so as to close the deficit, eliminate the deficit, get us back to a balanced budget, which we did have in this country and in the year 2000. So that's where we are. All of this, of course, is now being held up, and frankly, the refusal to raise the debt ceiling is being used as leverage, or the threat of causing the government to default on its obligations is being used as leverage by House Republicans to demand more and more in the way of cuts in programs, and also to try to insist that this only be dealt with for about a 5 or 6 month period. They would like to have the opportunity to once again force an issue related to the debt ceiling toward the end of this year or early next year. I hope that can be avoided. I hope we can go ahead and raise the debt ceiling, take the cuts that we can take at this time, and get on with the business of trying to strengthen the economy again. But again, thank you for watching, and by the time you watch this video, I hope we have progress to report, and I hope that some of the immediate crisis is resolved. Thank you.